Good day, everyone. For today, I will be going to report Lesson 4 entitled Conventional Methods of Resolving Conflict. Objectives. At the end of the lesson, the student will discuss the conventional methods of resolving conflict, appreciate the rules of mediator, arbitrator, and negotiator in resolving a conflict, and exhibit the skills of mediator, negotiator, and arbitrator in resolving conflict. So, let's start our lesson with the question, what is conflict? So, conflict refers to a disagreement or opposition between individuals, groups, or ideas, often leading to tension. It can manifest verbally, physically, or emotionally, and requires effective resolution techniques like communication, negotiation, and compromise. And then, in a simple words, conflict means that people or groups have different ideas or opinions that they disagree on, which can cause stress or tension between them. It can show up in how people talk, act, or feel towards each other. To solve a conflict, it's important to talk openly, find a middle ground, and work together to come to an agreement. So, next we have here methods of resolving conflict. And the first one is negotiation. Negotiation involves discussion among two or more people with the goal of reaching an agreement. The involved parties must observe principled negotiation, a conflict management procedure that encourages people to search for ways of meeting their own needs without damaging their relationship with others. In simple words, negotiation is when two or more people talk to find a solution that works for everyone involved. The goal is to agree on something without hurting the relationship. For example, when two friends want to watch different movies, one friend wants to watch an action movie while the other prefers a comedy. Instead of arguing, they talk about it and agree to watch the action movie this time, but the next time they will watch the comedy. This way, both friends get what they want without damaging their friendships. So, next one is we have here mediation. Mediation is a voluntary and confidential process wherein the neutral third party facilitator helps people discuss difficulties, issues, and negotiate an agreement involving basic steps and process which include gathering information, framing the issues, developing options, negotiating and formalizing agreements whereby parties in mediation create their own solutions, and the mediator does not have any decision-making power over the outcome. And in other words, mediation is when a neutral person helps two or more people talk through their problem and find a solution. The mediator doesn't make decisions for them but guide them through steps like gathering information, discussing the issues, and coming up with a solution. Example is when two co-workers have a disagreement about how to divide tasks in a project. The manager acts as mediator. The manager listens to both sides, help them discuss their concerns, and guide them to find a fair way to split the work. In the end, they agree on a solution that both are happy with, and the manager does not decide for them but helps them reach their own agreement. So lastly, we have here the arbitration. Arbitration is a hybrid form of conflict management procedure that combines both of the above processes. Prior to the session, the disputing parties agree to try mediation first but give the neutral third party the authority to make a decision if mediation is not successful. And in simple words, arbitration is when people first try to solve their conflict through mediation. With the help of the neutral person, if they can agree, the neutral person is allowed to make the final decision for them. For example, that's just our example number 2. Two co-workers disagree about how to split their project tasks. They first try the mediation with their manager acting as a neutral mediator, helping them to discuss and work toward a solution. However, If they can agree, they already decide that the manager will step in and make the final decision on how tasks will be divided. And it combines both mediation and a decision-making process. And that's all. The continuation of this report will be discussed with my co-reporter.
So there are two general forms of negotiation. So the number one is distributive negotiation. This type of negotiation happens when there are limited resources and the focus is on dividing them between the parties. It's like cutting a pie. The more one gets, the less the other has. Common examples include money or property disputes. So the number two is integrative negotiation. In this type, both parties work together to find a solution that benefits everyone. Instead of just splitting resources, the goal is to find creative solutions that give values to both sides, expanding the pie so both can win. So, next slide. Merits of mediation. This section lists the benefits of using mediation as a way to solve conflicts. 1. Economical decisions. Mediation is often cheaper than going to court. Number 2. Rapid settlements. It can help resolve disputes faster than other methods. Number 3. Mutually satisfactory outcomes. Both parties are more likely to be happy with the solution since they play an active role in finding. The fourth one is high rate of compliance. Since both parties agree on the solution, they are more likely to follow through. Number 5. Comprehensive and customized agreements. The solution can be tailored to fit the specific needs of both sides. Number 6. Greater control and predictability. The mediation process allows the parties to have more control over the outcome, making it more predictable. Number 7. Personal empowerment. Mediation gives the individual involved a chance to speak up and have their perspectives heard. So this is the mediator's intervention process and overview. This chart shows the steps the mediator takes when helping to resolve a conflict. Conflict mapping. The mediator begins by understanding the conflict, identifying the issues, and analyzing both parties' perspectives. Pre-mediation. The mediator helps the parties warm up to discuss by building trust and preparing them for a formal mediation. Mediation roadmap. This is the structured process of mediation where the mediator guides both parties through discussions to reach a resolution. Post mediation. After an agreement is reached, the mediator continues to check on the progress to make sure the solution is working and any issues are addressed. So, this is the mediator's opening remarks. This shows the detailed steps a mediator follows during a mediation session. Opening remarks. The mediator sets the tone and explains the process. Party sharing of perspectives on the problem. Each party shares their view of the problem. Mediator summary of issues. The mediator summarizes the key points to make sure everyone is on the same page. Problem solving on each issue. The parties work together to address and solve each issue raised. Reaching closure. Once all issues are solved, the agreements are summarized and documented. Writing and signing of agreement. The final agreement is written and signed by both parties. Healing and reconciliation. The process helps foster healing and reconciliation between the parties, improving their relationship. This entire process ensures that the conflict is resolved fairly and effectively, while giving both parties a sense of control over the outcome. And that's all. Thank you.